Did you know that something as simple as your morning beverage choice could be silently amplifying your anxiety levels every single day? If you are over 60 and find yourself feeling restless at night, experiencing racing thoughts, or feeling that constant knot of worry in your stomach, the culprit might not be what you think. What if I told you that 3 everyday foods sitting right in your kitchen could completely transform your emotional well-being and help you sleep like a baby again? This might sound too good to be true, but here is the shocking reality. 90% of anxiety in seniors is directly linked to nutritional deficiencies that most doctors never even test for. Your anxiety might not be in your head at all. It could be on your plate. Hello there, my wonderful friends. I am absolutely thrilled to be here with you today, and I want you to know that what we are about to explore together could be the game changer you have been searching for. This is not about adding complicated routines to your day or expensive supplements to your cabinet. This is about empowering you with simple, science-backed knowledge that you can use starting today. I have spent years observing patterns in nutrition and senior health, and what I have discovered will surprise you. You deserve to feel calm, peaceful, and in control of your emotions. And the beautiful truth is that nature has already provided everything you need. Can you relate to lying awake at 3 in the morning? Your mind racing with worries about your health, your family, or the future? Do you find yourself feeling on edge during what should be your golden years? Maybe you have noticed your heart racing for no apparent reason, or perhaps you feel that familiar tightness in your chest when you should be relaxing. You are not alone in this experience, and more importantly, you are not powerless to change it. Please share in the comments below, what time of day does your anxiety feel strongest? Today, I am going to share with you 3 scientifically proven foods that can dramatically reduce anxiety and help you reclaim those peaceful nights of deep, restorative sleep. These are not exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They are simple, accessible options that will fit seamlessly into your current routine. By the end of our time together, you will have a clear roadmap to feeling more balanced and centered than you have in years. Let me introduce you to your first anxiety-fighting powerhouse, fatty fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: fish can be expensive, or maybe you are concerned about preparation. But here is what the science shows us that will change your perspective completely. Researchers at Harvard Medical School have discovered something remarkable about how omega, the 3 fatty acids, work in your brain. These essential fats travel directly through your brain cell membranes and interact with the very molecules that control your mood. Even more impressive, they have powerful anti-inflammatory properties that can significantly reduce the anxiety and depression that often go hand in hand. A comprehensive analysis of 26 studies involving over 2,000 participants found that omega-3 supplementation provided substantial relief from depression symptoms, with the optimal dose being between 1 and 2 grams daily with at least 60% EPA content. Here is why this matters specifically for you as a senior. As we age, chronic inflammation in our bodies increases, and this inflammation is directly linked to anxiety and mood disorders. The omega-3 fatty acids in fish, like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and even canned tuna, act like nature's own anti-inflammatory medicine. Let me share the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old woman who came to understand this connection. She had been experiencing sleepless nights and constant worry about her health for over 2 years. Her doctor suggested she try incorporating fatty fish into her diet 3 times per week. She started simple: canned salmon on toast for lunch, baked mackerel for dinner, twice a week. Within 6 weeks, Margaret told me she was sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Her exact words were, "I feel like I have my peaceful mind back." Here is your practical action plan. Aim for 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week. One serving equals about 3.5 ounces, roughly the size of your palm. Canned fish works beautifully and is budget-friendly. Look for wild-caught salmon, sardines in olive oil, or mackerel. If fresh fish fits your budget, salmon and trout are excellent choices. Cook gently by baking at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. Or try my favorite method. Wrap in foil with lemon and herbs. Important safety note. If you take blood-thinning medications, please discuss increasing your fish intake with your healthcare provider, as omega-3s can enhance the effects of these medications. But here's what makes our next discovery even more intriguing. While fish nourishes your brain chemistry, our second food works on a completely different pathway to calm your nervous system, and you might be surprised by how simple it is to add to your daily routine. Our second anxiety-eliminating superhero is dark leafy greens, and I am talking about spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, and even simple lettuce. Now, before you think this sounds too basic to be effective, let me share the fascinating science that will change how you see these humble vegetables forever. Dark leafy greens are among the richest sources of magnesium on Earth, and here is a critical connection. Most people miss dietary magnesium. Intake is insufficient in a staggering 68% of American adults and 72% of middle-aged adults. The relationship between magnesium deficiency and anxiety states has been firmly established in multiple human studies. When your body lacks adequate magnesium, your nervous system literally cannot regulate stress properly. But the magic does not stop there. A groundbreaking study from Rush University followed 960 older adults for nearly 5 years and made a discovery that stunned the scientific community. Those who consumed approximately 1 serving of green leafy vegetables per day had a cognitive decline rate equivalent to being 11 years younger than those who ate little to no greens. The researchers identified specific nutrients in these greens. Vitamin K, lutein, and nitrates that provide neuroprotective benefits directly related to mood regulation and anxiety reduction. Here is why this is life-changing for seniors. Dealing with anxiety. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing these crucial nutrients, yet our need for them actually increases. The folate in leafy greens is directly involved in the production of serotonin and dopamine, your natural feel-good neurotransmitters. Let me tell you about Robert, a 68-year-old retired teacher who struggled with afternoon anxiety that would build throughout the day. He started having what he called his big salad every lunch: mixed dark greens, a handful of spinach, and some kale with olive oil and lemon. He also began adding spinach to his morning eggs. Within 3 weeks, Robert noticed the afternoon anxiety spells had virtually disappeared. He described feeling more even-keeled throughout the day, with a sense of calm he had not experienced in years. Your practical implementation strategy is beautifully simple. Aim for 1 to 1.5 servings daily. 1 serving equals half a cup of cooked greens or 1 full cup of raw greens. The easiest approach is to buy pre-washed salad mixes and have a substantial salad with lunch or dinner. Add spinach to scrambled eggs, smoothies, or pasta sauce. You will barely taste it. For cooked greens, saute with a little olive oil and garlic for maximum nutrient absorption. Pro tip: pair your leafy greens with a source of vitamin C like bell peppers or tomatoes to dramatically increase iron absorption, giving you even more energy and mental clarity. However, if you take blood-clotting medications like warfarin, please consult your healthcare provider, as vitamin K in large amounts can affect medication effectiveness. Now, while leafy greens work on your mineral balance and brain chemistry, our third food takes a completely different approach. It works directly on your nervous system through compounds that have been calming human anxiety for thousands of years. Our third anxiety-conquering treasure is chamomile tea, and the science behind its calming effects will absolutely amaze you. This humble flower contains a powerful compound called apocinin, which binds to specific benzodiazepine receptors in your brain, the same receptors that prescription anxiety medications target, but naturally and safely. Here is what makes chamomile particularly remarkable for seniors. Multiple clinical trials have proven its effectiveness specifically in older adults. A single-blind randomized, controlled trial with 60 elderly participants found that those taking 200 milligrams of chamomile extract twice daily for 28 days experienced significantly improved sleep quality compared to the control group, with 0 adverse effects reported. Even more impressive, the benefits continued for 2 weeks after stopping the treatment. But the research gets even better. A systematic review of clinical trials concluded that 9 out of 10 studies showed chamomile effectively reduces anxiety symptoms. The mechanism is fascinating. Chamomile increases activity of serotonin, dopamine, and noradrenaline in your brain, creating a natural state of calm and well-being. Additionally, it has anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce the physical symptoms of anxiety like muscle tension and digestive discomfort. Here is why this is particularly important as you age. Sleep disturbances and anxiety often create a vicious cycle. Poor sleep increases anxiety, which makes it harder to sleep, which increases anxiety further. Chamomile breaks this cycle by addressing both issues simultaneously. It promotes deeper, more restorative sleep while calming the nervous system during waking hours. Let me share the remarkable transformation of Dorothy, a 74-year-old grandmother who had been struggling with evening anxiety and insomnia for over a year. She started drinking 1 cup of chamomile tea an hour before bedtime and another cup after lunch when her anxiety typically peaked. Within 2 weeks, Dorothy was sleeping through the night consistently. After a month, she told me the evening anxiety had completely disappeared, and she felt like herself again. For the first time in years, your practical action plan is wonderfully straightforward. Start with 1 cup of chamomile tea 1 hour before bedtime. Use either tea bags or loose chamomile flowers steeped in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. For enhanced benefits, consider having a second cup during your peak anxiety time. Many people find mid-afternoon works well. Choose organic chamomile when possible, and add a touch of honey if desired for additional sleep-promoting benefits. The optimal approach is to make this a ritual. The act of preparing and slowly sipping the tea becomes part of the calming process itself. Many seniors find that the routine signals to their body that it is time to relax and unwind. Important precautions if you have allergies to plants in the daisy family like ragweed. Avoid chamomile. Additionally, if you take blood-thinning medications, consult your healthcare provider, as chamomile may enhance their effects. What makes this combination truly powerful is how these 3 foods work together synergistically. The omega-3s reduce inflammation and support brain chemistry. The leafy greens provide essential minerals for nervous system function. And chamomile directly calms your anxiety pathways. As we reach the end of our journey together today, I want you to take a moment to envision your life with these 3 powerful allies working for you every single day. Picture yourself incorporating fatty fish twice a week, enjoying a vibrant salad filled with dark leafy greens, and ending your evening with a soothing cup of chamomile tea. These are not just foods. They are your pathway to reclaiming the peace and tranquility you deserve. The beautiful truth is that you have everything you need to start this transformation today. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment or make dramatic changes overnight. Start with whichever option feels most manageable. Perhaps it is picking up some canned salmon at the grocery store, adding spinach to your next meal, or brewing your first cup of chamomile tea tonight. Remember, this journey is about progress, not perfection. Your body and mind have been carrying you through decades of life experiences, and they deserve this gentle, nurturing approach to healing. You are worthy of feeling calm, sleeping peacefully, and living with the emotional harmony that these golden years should bring. If this information has been helpful to you, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me reach other seniors who could benefit from these natural solutions. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you never miss strategies that can improve your health and quality of life. Most importantly, share your experience in the comments below. Your success story could be the encouragement. Someone else needs to take that first step. Take care of yourself, my friend, and remember, your most peaceful days are still ahead of you.